Hello and welcome to another 4-Minute Muppet Madness, your daily roundup of the most reliable and important Manchester United news from around the world, what you should listen to, what you shouldn't, and what matters, and a little bit of analysis to go along with it. Today was definitely the day of Leny Yoro, so let's get into the news that showed up around that. First and foremost, we had the Athletics deal sheet overnight. I recommend subscribing and reading to that. David Ornstein's one to watch was Leny Yoro. Now, interestingly, talks about how we were planning to sign one or two players in central defense. Rejected offers on Braithwaite, perhaps making it more difficult to sign him with Amadou Onana departing Everton. We know all of that. However, this is sort of the important new part, and it is something I discussed in yesterday's video as well. It says, in parallel, United have been pursuing moves for Matthijs de Ligt and Leny Yoro. Progress has been achieved on each front recently, though the current expectation is they would recruit one or the other as opposed to both. So 1, progress on Leny Yoro. 2, one or the other, not both. And this is something I was mentioning a few times yesterday. I understand people seem to not agree with it, but it's the reality. Given a deal for de Ligt looks relatively straightforward if United choose to proceed. At present, they seem to be prioritizing Yoro. So, again, my point is that I think we're prioritizing Yoro, and there are considerations with how you would sign both of them, and David Ornstein has confirmed that, so I think that that is just something to bear in mind. Additionally, there's some little bits that came in the podcast from Laurie Whitwell and the guys at The Athletic, again, indicating this point. One right center back, one left center back who can cover fullback. That's why they wanted Braithwaite. So it's about getting two different profiles in, and it's about convincing each of them of what you want to do. So keep that in mind. But I think that's just an important focus. And the idea is, if they don't get the yes from Yoro, if Yoro says no, they could quickly shift over to Matthijs de Ligt. Now, Santi J says some members of Leny Yoro's entourage are in favor of joining Manchester United. Contractual negotiations with Manchester United have been initiated by his agent. Red Devils push to complete the deal. And Madrid has not yet made a new offer. Jamie Jackson at The Guardian says, we've agreed this fee, that we are talking to them about these personal terms and negotiating it. That is an advancement, getting to the stage of talking to the center back about personal terms is meaningful. It's not nothing. There's some other reports in France to keep an eye on there as well. Any other indications here is that there's interest still in Ugarte, but we need to sell Casemiro. We're still looking to get 2, but the idea is, again, ideally opposite profiles. Moving on from that important news, David Ornstein says that Marseille have reached agreement in principle with it's Marseille. That's what it is. Marseille. Oh my God, the number of ways I could pronounce it and still get it wrong is incredible. Marseille have reached agreement in principle with Mason Greenwood to sign the forward, and that's still what we needed. We needed them to reach that, but now it's pretty much all moving forward. We should get this done, and that money should be able to be used for other transfers. Ideally, I think from the club perspective, to look at maybe making an offer for Braithwaite again, which they're weighing up still and haven't decided yet, or move on to somewhere like the midfield. Then we have Keegan at The Athletic saying United are not going to get Gareth Southgate if they end up sacking Ten Hag. Now, I've told you this many times before, that Southgate was not a serious option. It's kind of random timing, but I guess it's because, of course, Southgate has departed from England, and he says that, Thomas Tuchel would be at the front of the line. So, not really that important of a news piece, but still worth mentioning. If things were to go wrong with Erik Ten Hag this season, they're not going for Gareth Southgate. I cannot say that enough. So, for the most part, what we've learned today is what we've been talking about, that it's Leny Yoro or de Ligt, most likely, at least in the initial stage. Keep pushing for Yoro. There's a little progress made there, a little more openness, discussion over terms. We could get a de Ligt deal done pretty quickly if we decide not to do it. Mason Greenwood gone. That gives us more funds. Let's see where we can put that. And let's see where a deadline for Leny Yoro might be. Other than that, watch the video I did on Leny Yoro. It explains it a bit more, and also why I think he's such a priority signing for United, as well as the podcast today with Phil. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all for watching my videos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, and I will see you in the next video.